Hello, internet users, and welcome. Let's get the music. And welcome for this low optimization tool assisted demonstration of Baten Kaitos, Eternal Wings and the Lost Ocean. So, you probably are familiar with tool assisted speedrun. Not gonna explain what tool assisted speedrun is. I mean, I still will, of course, but just very briefly. Basically, speedrun is a live demonstration. Also, hi, putting my camera. Well, tool-assisted speedrun is basically a recording of what you did with an emulator, with using save states, playing frame by frame, using humanly impossible things such as playing left and right. We still don't use cheat codes or anything. It's still something like a computer could completely do by itself, like something someone so human. But yeah, and a LOTAD is basically the same, but with less optimization. Just, some things don't really need to have a real task or anything, but I still wanted to do it because to get shampoo categories is still really fun. Let's enjoy the introduction of Baden Kaitos first of all, just because why not? And then we are going to start the LOTAD. Uh, let's enjoy what good means. Uh, it's extremely slowed down. I don't know why.
Before people began to
I know why.
change,
My bad.
a terrible war was waged between us humans and the wicked god. After the horrendous battle, our ancestors entombed the wicked god and left the polluted and barren earth to find a future in the sky.
Ta-da-dum, ta-da-dum, ta-da-da-da-dum. Poo-dum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
The god of demise and destruction.
The cursed power Malpercio. In my news, never heard of that before. Damn, the bastards. It's unthinkable to act against the Empire.
Us heroes, we have so much to do.
I've been waiting. I forgot that my space bar is still binded to speed up. Sorry. Trust the young. Hold the spirit within them. Yeah, this is the emulator. I didn't want to. I'm just showing the introduction for fun. Also, yeah, someone already asked. The LOTAD obviously has no relationship with the Pokemon, but still, the name doesn't come from nowhere. So, yeah. Be what you always dreamed to be.
Someday you will know who you really are.
Okay. So, with that, let's get ready for the LOTAD. I'm pretty excited because I really love the results. You will see, guys. Some things are extremely mimi. First of all, let me open the splits, the layout as well. And there it is. Alright, so I'm going to display the splits are going to be the direct splits. Baten is my run in hyphen underscore m. We don't see the underscore m. but it's my contestant, the guy who got the world record. Also, why am I doing this reveal now? Because it's midnight here in France and Europe, and that means we are January 6th, which means today is my birthday. I'm 29 years old. Yay! So, my parents are going to jump in a few seconds. I knew they would do it. So, with that in mind, let me show you the LOTAD. It's really, really cool. Whoops, wrong button. Sorry for the echo. I'm going to cut this. My microphone is still open. I need to cut this so I can close this. This needs to go there. And let's go. I'm quite impatient to show you that. It's going to be impressive. Let's go. So the long start is normal. And let's go. So basically a task, not as optimized as a task, but you will see that it's pretty crazy sometimes. First thing you're going to notice is going to be right now,
That spirit
instant
seems to
display of
like
the
you.
text. Because of
If
course,
you can bond with it, something wonderful may happen to you. Are you ready?
to the system speedrun means perfect mashing. So frame one, I already pressed A, so the the text instantly appeared. And here we are going to name the Guardian Spirit, the Spirit Guardian, and task input, frame perfect. Just check. Yep, you didn't see anything, and me neither. Ah, good memes. So, some people here already saw the LOTAD. It's already on YouTube, it's unlisted. Some of you here already saw the run, and so they know the time. For example, Zera. So Zera don't play this game, and everything who knows it don't play the game. But everyone else, this is at least sub 39. This is at least 5 minutes faster than the RTA run, which is 44 minutes. So this is at least sub 39. Also mashing, nice, frame perfect mashing. This is sub 39. Try to make your estimates of how fast it's gonna be. You already know that it's at least 5 minutes faster than the RTA, but now you'll see. Anyway, beginning of the game, not much to say once again, except that you're going to see some frame perfect mashing, which is always extremely enjoyable. Like when I see the perfect frame mashing, even if I already saw my own LOTAD myself like 3 times, I'm already like super hyped and happy to see that. Like look at the speed, especially the next text, like the next one after Trias talks and then Larikush, Larikush one here. It's so great. I love the task machine. It's fantastic. Yeah, I gotta go fast. I love it. I really, really love it. Alright, menuing. Thank you. Sorry, I shouldn't laugh because I'm already used to it, but so that was the menuing to get the display results, the battle results to pop up only. So when you do the fight, you only see the result at the end of your turn, the damage you deal. You don't see the entire window that explains everything, that details everything. Once again, frame perfect mashing. No, then I can do that again. The text box that's going to stay here for like 1 second, it's not a problem from the task. That's how the game is, like
He's
here.
way smarter than all.
This is how the game is. You, even if you mash A, even if you do whatever you want, he's way smarter than I. The first second of this text box is locked. You cannot skip it. So I still mashed the auto mashing, but even RTAs, that's how it is, if you ever wonder. So the triggers to progress were the mayor, of course arriving here with Mimai, but that's mandatory because you're locked. There is a trigger line, you walk and it works. But then things you have to do for yourself, you have to go to the mayor and talk to Shella. That's how you can progress in the story. Usually in RTA, you would get the fire burst level 1 that is in the bookshelf in the mayor house. You might even want to get the second house here. There's 3 houses. The third one is the mayor and the first one is the shop. The second one here is a house where there is a dark flare level 1. You can also take it for your run. It's extremely useful. But of course in the task we don't take them at all because we won't need them. And so exiting the town at 5:50 is a very big time. So here, before entering the forest, I delayed entering the forest by 1 frame because everything RNG based in this game depends on the frame you execute your action. So if I entered as soon as I could, this bat would block me. But I had to delay 1 frame and this bat could let me go. And as you're going to see in the next screen, this monster goes up so I can go more easily. And here I manipulate the enemy and I do a long loop. That's also part of the RNG manipulation, including the delay you're going to have to get on this text box. I delay like 0.5 seconds. I could have mashed this text box. I did not because once again this is RNG manipulation to enter this fight at 1 exact frame. This exact frame is going to give me a deck that is very good to fight this enemy, allowing me to kill the boss in 4 turns only. I could have spent more time trying to get a better deck, even to get only 3 turns, but that already took me 4 hours and that was a pain, so I gave up because I didn't want to go so far. So first fights. As you can see, 5-6, that was the kind of deck I wanted. For Kalas, my first turn didn't matter because it's always going to take me 8 attacks, so 4 turns anyway, so it wasn't a big deal. However, I really want Kalas to be attacked. Here the menu, I just did it RTA because there were no time to save from tasking it. Now back to Shella, 3 and 4, straight. Even if it's only 2 cars, that's a bonus. And now Shella, Kalas, 8 and 8, including the camera because this is the Get Shampoo category. And still a bonus. So 15 because there's only 1 attack, but still a bonus. Here I wanted Shella to be attacked to remove the short bamboo. That was basically what I wanted. I didn't plan this fight too much in advance. Here once again 3 and 4 at reverse level 1 and Dance of Light's a finisher, so the best situation you could have. 64, that's really great. And here with Kalas, I just attacked with what I had, so 2 and 5. So that is the end of the turn 3. I attacked 6 times by now. And now I defended with Kalas. I could have defended with Shella because I want Kalas to have as much HP as he can, and Shella I don't really care. But he had tons of armors and it was good enough already, so I didn't really care. And here Shella 7 and 7. Once again, that was my plan. And that was 7 attacks, I don't know, but whatever. The only thing that could have been better is 6 attacks of 3 turns by having also an Ice Dagger. But the RNG manip was extremely hard. And split! So compared to my own RTA run, I'm saving 1 minute and 13 seconds, and compared to Hyphen, 1 minute and 48 seconds. So yeah, the 2 assisted speedrun, the task, is already saving over 1 minute only for this fight. And that was a fight without severe RNG manipulation. There were manipulation before to determine the deck, but there were no RNG manipulation during the fights. Because I couldn't do much about it anyway, so the only manipulation I did was before the fights. This will change. There is going to be a lot of things going in that direction. That is going to be wild. Don't worry, hard things are happening. Now, Syndromist, I can reply to the question, which is, are you playing on an emulator? This is a 2-assisted speedrun, or more exactly a LOTAD, which is a low optimization 2-assisted demonstration. So this is a lowly optimized task, basically. So I'm not playing. This is a recording of what I did with the emulator, exactly. Playing frame by frame, using save state, watching the RAM of the game, using rewind thanks to the save states, watching the RAM as I said, for the purpose of creating the theoretically perfect run. This is what the task is. I didn't play perfectly. This could be optimized. Like a real task perfectly optimized would end up being at least 1 minute faster from what I did. But even with the low optimization that I did, I'm still over 5 minutes faster than a real time run. So this is going to be a sub 39. But I'm not saying the duration exactly, the exact duration yet. I want to keep you the surprise. Only thing you already know is that it's sub 39. But yeah, just keep in mind that this is already extremely faster than RTA, and RTA probably cannot beat this LOTAD. And this can still be 1 minute faster if that was perfectly optimized. So once again, pretty good mashing. I didn't time how much the mashing, the frame perfect mashing saves here. I know Hyphen is only 2 seconds faster than me in his run for the mashing here, so I didn't check, and whatever. So progress. We need to go to the second boss, and here this enemy is always blocking our path. So I stay here, I manipulate it, and it doesn't move. The chest here contains a fire burst level 1. It could be useful, even including if I also had the one from the mayor, but I didn't. And here with the fire sword, so I remove the water, and here I put the banana from Shella to Kalas, and I also put my fire cards and I remove the weak shield from Kalas. Yes, that was really fast. That was only like 4 seconds. That would take me like 10 to 15 seconds in real time, maybe more, I don't know. But yeah, this is the power of 2-assisted and going frame perfect. The good thing is that in the menu, not the selection, like when you have 2 options, you can do down, up, and then you can press A, but you can only use the joystick in those menus. Here, in the other menus, I can use the joystick on one frame and the D-pad on one frame. That's why I'm moving so fast in the menus. That's why I'm moving extremely fast, removing things and such. And yeah, Kiwi, this is a task. Well, this is a LOTAD, but this is basically the same. It's just less optimized than a task, but it's still extremely faster than the RTA, and barely 1 minute slower than what a real task would be. But a real task would have taken me 4 times longer to create, and that was not my goal. I just wanted to have something at least 5 minutes faster than RTA, and the goal is accomplished. But without further ado, the Lord of the Springs. Once again, 4-5. The last frame before entering the fight was also waiting to get what I wanted. 6-5. Increasing or decreasing doesn't matter as long as it's not a straight of 9 cards. And here I want to remove my bamboo. I also remove the pass. I don't think I need it. I don't know if I needed to remove the pass. I don't remember, but whatever. The only thing I know is that I want to do 6-7, especially with the fire, of course, because this enemy is with the fire. Here 2 and 2. Very good combo. Especially with the fire sword. So the fight, I wanted to have at least 3 fire cards in the top 8 with Shella and my fire sword with Kalas and the camera, of course. I didn't want to go too far. I didn't spend too long. So I may have saved like maybe half a turn if I took longer with this fight, but the previous fight already got me salty. So I just did it easily. Sadly I couldn't do 3-4 4-3 here because it was a finisher, so I can only use it in the last position. So I went for a normal attack, which already deals a lot of damage because it's a finisher. And here 6-4.
Mighty sword flies swiftly, the gust of wind. Style. The storm.
So once again, not perfectly optimized, but still pretty much optimized. I defend it because I still want to have the least amount of damage taken on Kalas, but I should have made the enemy attack Shella here. It was easy, I just had to delay the Shella's attack. That's probably the easiest mistake to fix, is I had to make a real task. Here with the banana I could have killed him, but I didn't take the camera yet. So this is where I do my camera, and I kept the ice dagger because even if it resists water, it's still a pretty powerful damage. So I only deal 13, but that's enough. I don't split here, guys, don't worry. I split after the loading screen. 17 minutes something is massive. My record is 18:22. Is it before or after the loading screen, Zera? Because if it's before, it's an 18 something. Probably. But yeah, that's probably massive. Yeah, the Lord of the Spring can be completely ridiculously fast. But check this out. Before, yeah, so. And taking the picture and split. I'm saving 1740 something before at the end of the fight, so that will be 1830. Yeah, that's faster than my gold split. Good job. But you see here 1634 after, so that was sub 16 fade out. But we split after the looting screen, so. And yes, my split and the hyphen split is take that into account. So yeah, we are already saving 2 minutes and a half from me and 3 minutes from the world record. Cool, huh? Oh, that's neat. So Hyphen plays in Japanese, that's why he's slower than me at the beginning. But then he did a lot of risky strats that paid out. That's why he's faster than me at the end. Until beating me. He could have gotten 43 something. This is why sub 43 is completely possible. I think, I don't really know, I don't remember. If you remove the voices here, so from the beginning of course, that means this cutscene with Kalas is faster. I didn't want to bother, I wanted to keep the voice because once again this is not fully optimized. Now this is going to be a little bit boring because sadly there are not a few fights in this task. Well, in this LOTAD, but people seem to understand better when they say it's a task. But still, frame perfect mashing. If you still like the frame perfect mashing, oh boy, you're in for a good treat. Because Kaitos is going to talk a lot here. So you see in the menu here, I had two choices. In this kind of menu of choices, I can only use a stick to go from down and up, but not in the menu for the decks and such, where I can use the D-pad on a frame, a joystick on another, so I can do this on one frame, this on one frame, this on one frame, this on, and be extremely fast. Yeah, Xcall. I know that in the disc 2, the Melodia speech when you defeated the Angel of Darkness, you can save at least 5 seconds on it. So in RTA, because we remove the end of the screen, you will remove the voice as well because it's just next to it in the options, so you will do an extra input. So yeah, I could have removed the voices, but I just want to do something. I didn't put lots of optimization. I just wanted to have a basics. Once again, frame perfect mashing, didn't mention it because you're used to it by now. Frame perfect mashing in a whole 100% will save 10 minutes over RTA, even more, probably. Let's say 10 minutes is a good approximation, I don't really know. But yeah, frame perfect mashing is seriously broken. I didn't fully optimize the movement once again. I think I could have saved 3 or 4 frames here. And once again, here, I could have saved 3 or 4 frames here to go on the left. That's how lowly optimized it is. I didn't want to have it here as well. I could have saved like 7 or 8 frames probably. Here, look, I could have saved like 15 or 20 frames. That's how lowly optimized it is. So that's already almost 1 second lost compared to real tasks. Second option, here it's faster. Otherwise she speaks for 5 or 6 text boxes instead of 1. And we have the pendant, which we need for the shampoo. The Ninki Valley, I delayed 2 frames, I believe, before entering. I don't remember. I know I had to delay, that's noticeable, because of the enemy just after the tree, the trunk, the thing that is on the way. Because otherwise the monster gets to you. But here I had to manipulate so that it goes to the left, and we're all good. Same here, I probably lost 10 frames. And here I delayed a lot, like 8 frames I think, like here. That's noticeable, I had to stop. You will see why. This is the biggest time save. This is the impossible skip in RTA. This skip is impossible because it's actually possible, but it's extremely unlikely. Look at what is going to happen right now. RTA, this is a hell. This is almost impossible. I'm mad when I say that, I swear to you. I am mad. I would love to be able to do that RTA. The hitbox is so brutal. And thanks to that, we are splitting now. 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Mostly thanks to the impossible skip we did with the encounter, because most of the time, if not all the time, in this fight there are 3 enemies, and here we just skip the fights entirely. Once again, some good frame perfect mashing. And there we go. You might have noticed, first of all, this is not optimized at all. I could say 1 second in this screen. Sorry, I think I didn't care anymore already at this point because I knew the non-current trailer was coming up. What was I saying? Yeah, you might have noticed I didn't go to the temple for level up and the class up. So I'm still level 1 and I'm still class 1. That's it, that's all I had to say. And now this is all story driven. My brain was on autopilot. I almost did this RTA. Like for every screen here I only have like 3 or 4 retakes, not much. I was on autopilot. Like, this one was straight line and I didn't care. This one I had like 1 retake and that's it. This screen, however, I had like 3 or 4 retakes because the path is a little longer, but really I didn't bother. See, I could have done much better, like saving more than 10 frames easily.
Whoa!
Whoa! Once again, some frame perfect mashing. In any percent, you will choose the second option because it gives affection to Shella, and that's always useful when you have Shella, even if it's not mandatory. That's not a big deal, and it gives nothing to Kaitos whatever you take, so whatever. But here, of course, you want to get the shampoo as fast as possible, so you take the first option.
Up there.
So, and you might have noticed we still didn't go to the temple, the church, whatever they call it, I don't remember. I delayed 1 or 2 frames, I don't remember, once again to be able to go through. But yeah, we still are level 1 and class 1. Guys, if you are sleeping now, wake up. So here, this is frame perfect. So actually the timing is not, we cannot like skip, like you really have to wait it for it to be low to jump. A little disappointing, but whatever. So yeah, if you are sleeping, wake up right now, because the non-currentula is the hardest fight in the entire game. Because already in casual we are only level 2 and class 2, and this is already a nightmare. It's recommended to be level 4 casually, and even level 4 it can be hard. Here we are only level 1 and class 1. This is hell, but we are still doing it.
No holds barred.
Enjoy! First we defend because it's faster obviously, and then it's our turn.
Say cheese. I am the fire. Hear my
Yes!
voice.
Yes, I did that.
Hellfire.
Yes, I did that. Yes, I completely did that. So for those who don't know, I can use 2 cards per turn. Once again, of course. So the moment where the last card becomes a spade finisher depends on the previous card. So since I only have 2 cards, it's the moment I press A on the first card. So I simply had to delay enough. So I went frame by frame. I press A, I do a save state. I press A. If Hellfire doesn't appear, I reload, I advance a frame, I save, I press A. If it doesn't, repeats until Hellfire happens. And I did 8 and 8 on the turn 1, and here I did 1 and 2. On the second turn it didn't matter, and on the previous first turn, I also need the camera. So only 3 turns, I have double combos, I have my camera, and get ready for the splits most of all. And splits. 7 minutes over world record, 8 minutes over my own time. So yeah, when I said I was saving over 5 minutes, I meant over 5 minutes. I was serious, guys. I love it. I love my own thing. So yeah, 3 turns. Level 1, class 1, 3 turns, 3 hellfires, camera included, 2 combos. Goodbye. Yeah, this fight was completely messy. Xcord is asking, how long did it take me to get those spirit attacks? Honestly, not long. I do create a save state. Press A. If Hellfire doesn't appear, load the save state. Advance the frame. Save state. Press A. If it doesn't appear, repeat. Load, frame advance, save, A. If it doesn't appear, repeat. And tack tack tack, tack 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 tack, tack 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 tack, tack 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 tack, tack 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 tack, until it happens. 5 minutes for each turn. 50 minutes tops. It didn't take me much longer. 15 minutes. And no, Rosen, that doesn't work RTA because this is frame based, and you cannot manipulate it. It's complete. I mean, you cannot hard with it. It's way too hard. It's completely impossible. And honestly, Xcord, the fight took me like 15 minutes to do, not much. And this is already frame perfect. Like this, the fights cannot be optimized much, honestly. This is why I love the fights in this game, because even in TAS it's completely insane. That was the most impressive fight, by the way. The biggest entertainment value of the run is over already. We still have a teeny memes left, but yeah, we are getting done. You can already do your estimates in the chat. The run is we're not saving much more. We are still saving even more compared to our speed, so we can already do an estimate. As you can see, you already know that it's sub 38. So yeah, you can do your estimate sub 38. And also I didn't mention, but go back to Parallel 3, Frame Perfect Machine, all the good memes. So here, we need to save Aljimo, then we need to go back to save Alright to get the Shampoo. To save Aljimo, we need the key. So first goal, getting the key. We need to go here and here, otherwise the guard on the right spots us. We need to fight this one, but otherwise we'll also have the right one. Or maybe not, I actually didn't even check, but that's only 1 or 2 seconds, so once again, whatever. You can see that my HP is really low here, 12 HP. And once again, attack, Spirit Finisher. I did not bother. Attack, Spirit Finisher. This is not the most optimal though. That, once again, Flame Sword and Blue Storm could have been faster, but I didn't care anymore, as you can imagine. However, my main mistake is that I didn't manage my HP, so I had to heal here. If I did better in the first 2 bosses, like Shara taking more attacks, I could have done it. And here, as you can see, I waited before the fight, also check 3 HP. I waited before the fight to manipulate a camera in my deck, then I waited for the good friend to also have Secret Spring. That's the only weakness. They have 70 HP. It's the only way. Secret Spring with camera, so no attack because of camera and Secret Spring. It's the only way to deal over 70 damage. And I took a picture. I could have waited to have the Shampoo come back and take the picture, but I wanted to take a picture in the very last fight. Just for the meme, just because heck it, why not? I'm doing a task. I do what I want. I mean, it's not a task, it's a LOTAD. So I do what I want. But yeah, just for the meme, just because of the heck it, I'm doing it. I took a picture with the camera, just for fun. But that was not required because I can come back after getting the shampoo. But yeah, that was the last fight. Now it's only mashing, split, and the urn. I still needed to heal, even if I didn't mess up with the camera, I still needed to heal. That could have been fixed if in the first fight and the second fight I was attacked less on Kalas and more with Shella. Hopefully making her survive, but that was not a big deal if that was the end of the fights. Then Kalas would have had more HP, because remember, I didn't go to the church. The church it is, I think, in this game. I don't remember. So no level up, no class up, still level 1, still class 1. And that also means no heal at all. And because of that, we don't have much HP to begin with. 130 or 32, something like that. And yeah, I could have tanked one more hit here in those fights, which would have mean no heal. And that would have been great. But once again, it's low optimized. And so this is we have the key, so we could open the door, so we can save Aljimo. He gives us the voice too, but that's not important. What matters is that his wife in the town is happy because now he's back. So all we want to do, here we have to enter this door to dodge the enemy. Then we can go through here and exit. And now all we need to do is go back to Sebalwai and talk to the wife to get the shampoo. Da 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 da. And oh, it's looping. Whoops, that was not my point. I don't know my goal. We'll stop. And there it is. 35-49, guys. Saving over 1 minute once again compared to the RTA. Because the fight was dope. So, yeah. As I said, TAS can save 1 minute compared to this LOTAD. That means the TAS of a shampoo could get sub 35. It could also maybe even get low for 34. That would be in 10 minutes faster than RTA. Oh, this is so great. And that's it. This is it, guys. That was pretty short, I know. But hey, what can I say? Assuming I do 100%, what could be the limits? What do you mean, RTA or TAS? Because what you need to know, the Get Shampoo category is a practice category for the 100%. It's not actually only get the shampoo, because in the 3 bosses that I fought, I took a camera. I took a picture with the camera. This is because that's what I would need to do in 100%. I will need to take those 3 pictures. That's the only requirement so far at this point when you get the shampoo. The only thing you need to do to still have a valid 100% run is to have a picture of the 3 bosses. So get shampoo is not just get the shampoo for real. Otherwise, we could skip taking the pictures of the 3 bosses. Get shampoo is actually a 100% practice category. So if your question was including the requirements of 100%, this is already including the requirements of 100%. So that means TAS could get 34 minutes 10 seconds, maybe less even, I don't know. If I like fully optimize the run. But yeah, we could get the shampoo in 34 minutes. Maybe even 33 something, I don't even know. What I know is that it can be sub 35, and this alone is mind blowing because check out my splits, 8 minutes faster than my RTA run. Same for the world record from Hyphen, 8 minutes faster. This is sick. Like this is the power of TAS. Even if it's low optimization, what I just displayed, this is the power of a TAS. This is, well, I mean, you know what a TAS is by now, I think. Does it make me want to do a full game LOTAD at some point? Asked me Xcore 9 minutes ago. Sorry for skipping the question. Um, I was focused on the commentary. Not yet. Honestly, the fact that I already lost 4 hours in the Saber Dragon fight alone for absolutely no result because I couldn't manage to get the free turns makes me angry. That's why everything else is rushed, honestly. If I if I would do a LOTAD of a full game of any percent, I would still try to go for free turns. And that will be exhausting, like really. But not yet. I've been saying for 3 years that I will do a task or a LOTAD of the full game, and already those 40 minutes were extremely exhausting. I mean, I only took 2 days, like 10 hours, to do it, so it could be done very fast, like in less than 2 months, clearly, even by taking my time. Manipulating decks for each fight must be super painful. At the beginning of the game, yes. Honestly, even the non-current, even manipulate, maybe not the non-current because there is only Kalas, but if I kept going for Giacomo, even the Giacomo fight would have been whatever. Because honestly, with Kalas, you don't care anymore about what your deck looks like. You just do spirit finishers every turn with Kalas. Like Giacomo is weak to light. I just trigger Sacred Spring, Spirit Finisher, and boom, dead. Giacomo is dead. I mean, I do it 3 times and that's it. The fight is over. The only thing I will need to focus on was the Shella's starting deck because I will need to give consistency for having some support from her. But then when I reach with Gibari, I don't even care anymore. Gibari and Shella can do whatever the heck they want. Kalas destroy everything every turn with Spirit Finishers. And I cannot get Spirit Finisher early. The only location I can get the Spirit Finisher is when I reach Furcad, which is 22 minutes and 44 seconds in my split below in the LOTAD, and around 28 to 30 minutes in the RTA run. I cannot have Spirit Finishers before, so the beginning is the biggest hell. But then, after the first island, whoa, easy mode, free mode, honestly. So that will be my biggest motivation. But at the same time, uh, that means it only gets harder later in the game when you have to play more cards per turn. Well, if it was a task, yes, because you will do the best, the hacking best result of all time. But for LOTAD, as long as I have okay cards in my hand, like okay swords, and then a spirit finisher, as long as I can pull a straight out, flying on the game, honestly, no biggie. Maybe with Shella and Giba it will be a little more annoying that to have uh, less options, but depends. That's the barrier between the TAS and the LOTAD. That's why I wouldn't do a TAS yet. I I keep tweeting that I have a project in 2020 that I am already preparing. It's going well, honestly, it's going extremely well. And I should reveal this project in February. That should be the end of the first part. There are two parts, and they are both 6 months, let's say. And when the first part of my project is done, I should be able to talk about the second part. I should be able to talk about the first part when the second part is going on. And that's going to take me some time and some resources and some motivation. So I wouldn't do tasks, but maybe a low tad. But I also want to clean my Steam backlog, so there are a few things, but yeah. Anyway, guys, if you have a few questions still, like your last questions, feel free to ask them about because that's it for me. Basically, I have nothing else to show to display. So that's all I had. But it was really cool for me. It was my first task-like project that I completed, so it was important. No, this project that's taking 1 year long is not absolutely video game or Baten Kaitos related. It's real life related, but even for my followers, it's going to be extremely impressive. But yeah, that's it for me. As I said, if you still have questions in the next 5 minutes, you can still ask them in the chat, but I'm going to stop the stream here and upload it to YouTube to have a commentary version. Oh, I could, if you want, display the post the YouTube video of the run. There it is. It's unlisted for now, and in 5 minutes, 10, 30, 12 minutes, it's going to go public. Did I enjoy tasking the game? Yes, because see, it takes some time to do save states. Press A, and when it doesn't work, load frame advance save A, load frame advance save A. It takes some time to do the 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4, but as soon as you see Hellfire appear, you're like yes, and you know that the boss is going to be destroyed, and that's fun. That's really fun. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for the questions. Thanks for the support. That was really cool. Don't forget to subscribe here on YouTube. Subs get hot emotes, but Kaitos related, and good memes to you. You can watch the YouTube video now. And thanks a lot again for watching.